Join me today in our spirituality retreat celebrating this new moon in Pisces. My name is Christie Ramirez and I am a health and wellness expert, Reiki master healer, and yogi. And today we are here gathered for our new moon circle to celebrate these beautiful energies coming in. As always, this is a two-part event. I start with a spiritual talk where we talk about the astrological energies that the moon cycle brings in. And then I like to do a sound bowl healing session with angelic frequency using a variety of different musical instruments to help elevate our vibration, help to cleanse our aura and purify our spirit. And today I'm bringing in a shamanic journey theme because I'm really feeling that this new moon in Pisces is bringing a different vibe than regularly with any Pisces energy. It's usually a lot of water energy. It's very mystical, which I do feel this coming in, but in a different way. I feel this in a more grounded way this time. I've already done several new and full moons in Pisces, and it's interesting to me that I always very much channel a very feminine and almost like mermaid energy. I have a lot of Pisces in my chart, so I definitely resonate with this mermaid energy. But with this particular new moon in Pisces, I'm actually feeling a more earthy vibe. I also have a lot of earth in my chart. I'm an earth sign as my main sun sign, and I'm feeling this Native American vibe. I've been really feeling connected and called by my ancestors lately. In particular, my Peruvian ancestors. I was in Peru last summer and I was in the mountains up there feeling the ancestral vibes, and it's been a whole journey of like these past 6 months really feeling them, activating my spiritual gifts, and it hasn't even been till these last recent month that I felt them more strongly. And this has a lot to do with that we are entering and approaching this new astrological year very closely as we enter springtime. So this is almost like the ending that we are celebrating, which is why I feel it's such a celebratory energy. And I also think it's interesting that for last year's special New Year's ceremony, I did do a shamanic journey for the beginning of 2022. So it was from 2021 into 2022 when I felt the new year cycle. And now I'm feeling this new year cycle at the end of February as we celebrate this new moon in Pisces. It's February 19th and very close to March. And astrologically, because I do follow a lot of astrology, I know that March is a huge turning point of big shifts and lots of changes. A big turnaround, lots of endings, closings of karmic cycles, I want to say, soul contracts that are no longer in alignment. Maybe they served their purpose prior to teach us some sort of lesson, and now we have passed that test. We've graduated, and now we're moving on to not only the next best thing, but our destiny. And this destiny point is what we've been waiting for a long time, even before these other cycles and contracts were in our life. So at the end of the day, it's not only a blessing, but it's our dreams coming true. It's a fulfillment of our wishes, whether it doesn't seem like it in the moment. Because whenever you're in a moment, whenever you're in a contract, whenever you're in a relationship, you're blinded by what really is the big picture, right? And everybody has been in those shoes, and everybody can relate that when you're in a cycle, when you're in a relationship, when you're in the midst of a situation, you're blinded by what's really happening dynamically as the big picture, at the bigger scale, because you're in that situation. So it's very difficult for you to really see what's going on. And that's where outside eyes come in. That's where outside counsel, a therapist like myself, an expert, can see clearly what's really happening within that scope of that situation and that dynamic. And so God is revealing to us, but also opening our eyes. That open your eyes, basically, God is telling us, because whatever hasn't worked out right now, or in your immediate past, or maybe in your immediate present moment, if you're still within that struggle, you're experiencing challenges, it's for a greater cause, and it's for the bigger picture that you at the end of the day want in your heart. You want a happy ending, and whatever's not working out, it's not conducive to that happy ending. So be grateful for these endings, because this new moon in Pisces is making our dreams come true. And that's also what Pisces rules, right? It does rule our deep dreams. It rules our soul contract, our soul purpose. It rules our north node in a way. What we're really meant to be doing here karmically, our dharma. And that is what we are being thrust onto, whether we like it or not. And that is part of, what the Gayatri mantra is all about. If any of you recite mantras every morning, like myself, the Gayatri mantra is one of my staples in my meditation ritual. And that fortifies in affirmation that we desire and we allow God to do what He wills, whether we like it or not, because we are of service to the higher good, to God. And that is very powerful, because that reminds us that we are servants to the greater good of the light council, and that as light workers, we are all changing direction, but it's again for the greater mission. Don't think that you're being completely, changed in what you're meant to be doing, or don't think that, you're being left behind in some way because some aspect of your life didn't work out, or any rejections that you might be experiencing is also just but a redirection. And it's a redirection in a direction that you actually do want, and you might not realize that until you get there. So be grateful ahead of time and stop wasting those emotions on lower vibrational frequencies that are not serving your higher good, are not serving where you're going. Our destiny is here. And I feel a lot of us are aligning with like-minded souls, our soul tribe, that is going to be resonating with this frequency that we're rising towards. And we're going to start to attract more of these kind of people. It's interesting because